Therapeutic Acroyoga allows the flyer to receive full dynamic bodywork that traditional modalities cannot replicate. We'll start in bird. Place the base's foot arch into the flyer's iliac crest. Join hands, but keep the flyer's shoulders tall. The base bends their knees and brings the flyer's weight over them. Then, the base presses the feet straight up. Have the flyer bring their feet wide and apart and fold at the waist. This will allow them to drop into folded leaf, and the base will have their feet on the flyer's upper thigh. This position allows for deep, sustained opening in the lumbar spine. Gravity is pulling open every vertebrae instead of compressing them like it usually does. To intensify this opening, bring the base's hands around the flyer's arms to their lower rib cage. Pull traction on the lower back. Thumbs can open the fascia around the scapula. Have the flyer bring their hands together for deep shoulder opener. The base can move their feet back and forth and up and down to intensify the stretch and opening in the hips and obliques. Remind the base to keep their head relaxed and loose. The flyer can then move their hands to the back of their neck for an even deeper shoulder opener. The flyer will now interlace their fingers and wrap them behind the base's neck or head. The base can hold on to the flyer's forearms while pushing away with their feet. This creates a really nice shoulder opener also. Have the flyer bring their elbows and arms behind their backs and grab their elbows. This opens up the trapezius area, a place where people hold a lot of stress and tension. Have the flyer bring the bottoms of their feet together while rolling their shoulders up with your hands. Here each limb should have equal amounts of the flyer's weight. The base will synchronistically create circles in their hands and feet, allowing for a nice, soothing, gentle ride for the flyer. Remind the flyer to keep their neck loose in this experience. Some people like to have their eyes closed. Back in folded leaf, the flyer brings their feet together and moves through the base's legs to grab their ankle. This opens up the areas in between the scapula, which folded leaf cannot get to because the extended arms tend to bring the scapula together. The base can use their fingers and thumbs to press into the fascia in the upper and thoracic back. For a deep spinal twist, the base will guide the flyer's opposite arm and push it up towards the calf. With their opposite arm ask them to grab the outside of their ankle. Their other arm can then relax. Assist in this twist with your feet and hands as a base. For a prostrate twist, the base glides the flyer's opposite hand to the flyer's outside ankle, just like the former spinal twists. The base will support the flyer's shoulders while removing the foot that the flyer is twisted across. Or use that free foot to support the inside hip of the flyer that they are already supporting with their other foot. Ask the flyer to keep their feet grounded. The flyer moves their legs and arms into an inverted forward fold. Have the flyer place the top of their palms onto their shins. Here, make sure all the elbow and knee joints are straight and strong. This is called floating posture. The flyer then releases their legs. Bending their knees can make this a little easier. Their legs will travel up towards the ceiling and then drop back over them into a back bend. The base needs to keep their toes at the sacrum of the flyer. Let the butt roll onto the feet. Maintain upward pressure on the shoulders to maximize feelings of security in the flyer. If the flyer has an open lower back, ask them to grab their ankles. By bending the base's knees, then using arms to create an inverted crow pose, the base can use traction to open the flyer's thoracic spine. To return our journey back to the original bird, have the flyer bring their feet high up to the ceiling and wide apart. Then have them bring their feet to their hands. This is straddle bat again. The flyer then bends their knees and grabs their feet. The base puts a hand on the flyer's lower back, then spins them about 180 degrees and puts their base's feet on the flyer's thighs. This is called turntable and will take some practice. They are now back into folded leaf and can come into bird easily.